Alright, so I'm starting this episode with a bit of prep. As you can see on the bottom right, I have Nitori now, and because I have Nitori, I had 12 party members, so I was able to go and get Parsi. And the small bit of floor 3 that I've explored right now is me fighting Alice's doll at the end of last episode. I only tried it once just for like the shit and giggles to see how bad I would get my ass kicked. Apparently I was the one who was doing the ass kicking. Because I know stories, I'm gonna hit the switch first and then explore from here. Now that we're up on floor 3, this is where the game starts to introduce floor gimmicks. And floor gimmicks with gates usually want you to explore pretty much the entire floor and like go from the right side to go all the way to the left side to access the gate that's been opened, but you have to go all the way around, which is a pain in the ass. That's going to be a lot of these gate floors. Like, case in point right here, I can't access that. He's almost dead. I'm surprised he lived. In any case, like, there's 2 gates here, but there's only that one switch on the floor. I have to hit this one at the start and then cross all the way around to get to those doors. It's just the thing the game does, make you go all the way around. There she is, the big money dump. Suika wants sake like 3 times, and they cost more and more. Like if I remember right, the first one's like 3,000 and the last one's like 12,000. You're not getting a whole lot of money. Oh, right. You resist. Oh, whatever. Also, I kind of noticed in the small grind that I did that I still have a very concerning lack of equipment. Like, if I can't even equip every character. Even with the small grind that I did, and I bought a few things. Mostly focused on buying the main equipments, just to get me the extra what's it called? TP and MP on characters that need them. And there's a Shadow Cat. Shadow Cats are annoying. That one was fine. Shadow Cats have a decent amount of evasion, and sometimes your character just want to keep missing until you bring Momiji in. With the far-seeing eyes skill to increase your accuracy. Speaking of, Renosuke's pretty much dead. Speaking of equipment, I really have nothing to equip with. has a decent skill right now. Not really anyone has. I'm gonna put Rumia up. Because, funny enough, if you go in the bestiary, I know for the boss ones it actually matters, but, for the... yeah, for the boss versions, wasps are considered humanoids? For some reason. So having Rumia on the front will help against wasps for some reason. Also, since we now have more than 12 party members, I actually benched Yomu. Yomu's less of a enemy clear character and more of a boss clear character, compared to Momiji, who was more of a enemy clear rather than boss clear. God, Tora is so strong. Like, I know why she's so strong, but god, she's so strong. So, I might end up, swapping Momiji and, Yomu every now and then, just because of their usefulness towards, either enemy killing or boss killing. Though Momoji's, like, biggest downfall, even though she is, like, a pretty good attacker and pretty good at handling, incoming damage, is that she has no MP. She really has no MP. Like, 3 casts and she's out. Not super great. And that's with a +3 MP, otherwise she wouldn't be able to cast her AoE 3 times. I'll reconnect that later. That just jumps across. Like, I could probably just formation people around. Also, Notori is, like, really fun to have around, especially right now, because Earth's first 2 spell cards are actually AoEs, so it makes it really... Oh right, I mean, I need me and Oriko to get some more BP. You know what? Concentrate. Yeah, her... Nah! She's gone. I kind of want her to have XP and I didn't notice, so I'm gonna back out and go back in. Alright, do this. I gave him magic, mostly magic stuffs, mostly to deal with the just physically hitting something. Give Minariko that stuff, and that's about it, yeah. Go back to floor 3. Well, for the first dive, I did most of the stuff I wanted. And I can just rush over without much of a care in the world. Stupid wasp in there. Stupid speed. Oh. I wanted to check these later and jump first, but I guess I'm checking these first and then jumping. The bomb fruits here are actually kind of really dangerous. For the fact that if you keep them at relatively high HP, they will use an ability that's just an AoE explosion, and their damage is based on how much how close their HP is to max, the more they do. I keep wanting to use Reimu's spell cards, and I am in everyone else's menus, holy. But yeah, other than the small grind that I did to get Nitori, I haven't really done much. Also, that enemy says level 32, but he kind of can go in whenever. It's supposed to be a weird power display tutorial of Yukari and Yuyuko. God, it's like they're both Ya and Yu, so I get very confused very easily. I'm like, my brain's trying to say one or the other. Also, there's something about that fight I'm gonna mention once I'm actually in it. I'll go clear this first, whatever. I'm just gonna use Concentrate here because Nitori just merges everything. Nitori's maintenance skill makes her such a freaking menace, it's always funny to see. I'll cover that bit once I go boss killing. Just gonna go back down here. Well, I guess it's not really boss killing, it's more like I just have to watch two grown-ass women beat the shit out of the boss for me. Once I get over there. Great. Regal here is currently paralyzed, and you need to fight two different wasps to get their toxins. Bring the toxins over to a doctor to make medicine and then cure Regal. So you can't get Regal right now. You actually need to go to floor 4 and then come back down. Oh hey, a super rye bread. Neat. I don't think I have any chest keys. I sure don't. Okay, I've actually explored the entire floor, so I can just back out, go back in, and swap the things around. Oh, speaking of BP earlier, how much? I'm like maybe 17 battles away. Alright, so I want to just keep going this way. I was thinking of just like running away, but I do need to fight slightly more. Not really for like XP. It's mostly the bomb fruits that I want to kill. The bomb fruits have a chance to drop an equipment that gives me fire resistance. and I will very much enjoy having fire resistance later. I need to go jump around. Also, it's just easier right now to, oh my god, my TP, to explore while fighting since I don't have Chen. Chen's ability is just to, one of her abilities is to lessen the TP from running away from 3 to 2. It might not sound like a whole lot, but it is actually pretty helpful to have. Then Marissa's Kleptomania strikes again. Glow Crystal, I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm already at like the boss killing section. Oh my god, I'm actually at the boss killing section. That's So what I'm gonna level up everyone, and then I'm gonna level down everyone after I spend points. Alright, Kiana, I'm starting to level up Magic a bit because she already has a naturally high HP pool, and I would like to be able to, oh my god, what's it called? I'd like to have her eventually swap to the front row and use magic on enemies when I need to swap party members and stay in the dungeon longer. Renosuke has 1 point of magic because I want him to do magic damage and not physical damage once he hits attack whenever I kind of have a need for that. Mostly for dungeon exploring. I'll never hit attack with him on the boss. Okay, now I need to, I think it's level 12? Or the Wasp? I have to walk all the way across, though. Wait, no, that's not a Wasp, that's the, random encounter, right? I no longer have a use for those other portals. I'm going to switch this to here. I'm going to walk over to the random encounter. I'm just going to run. Bruh. Okay, fine. The Wasp is 12, the random encounter is 10. I don't have the random encounter noted in my notes. Also, can I go to the shrine? Thank you. I'm probably gonna mention this in the... I see bomb proofs, I need to kill them. I'm probably going to mention this once I review Nitori, but I'm going to also say it right here while I'm trying to get to the encounter. Nitori's maintenance skill is probably one of the most broken things, because it doubles all of the effects of equipment. Also, Marissa thinking yelling die to a running cat is a good way to catch her. Good job, Marissa. Anyways, that was a fight. Cool. I could have done that earlier, but I kind of forgot it was a random encounter. Alright, let's see. I forgot to go... See, this is what I meant in, like, episode 1, the way I play, I tend to leave and re-enter the dungeon rather often. It's usually because I forget to do something like that. Now, the main path to the stairs is currently blocked until you fight that level 32 encounter. Technically speaking, you could kill it in new game if you wanted to spend ages grinding. It's level 11. No. I did a thing. Alright, cool. I'll check that later. Hey, guess who didn't do the thing because I got distracted by an achievement? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Technically speaking, it would have been faster to go all the way over to this encounter. I'm probably gonna do that, actually. I'm gonna stay level 11, I'm gonna walk over. Nice dodge. Dodging prevented me from spending more DP recovering my HP, let's go. Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it myself, but Momoji's not super useful outside of the starting game. She's probably one of the characters you will end up benching like almost permanently. But sometimes I really just like having the accuracy skill. The weakness to flyers doesn't come in that much, but alright. It's time for the gimmick fight. Ow. The gimmick fight is you have these two on your team and they're level 54 and everyone else is just dead weight. I'm gonna do this for shits and giggles. That doesn't really do anything. It's like paralyzed and lower speed. Magic against defense. Death. Also, I love how I say it in my notes and I'm like not looking at my notes. Plant Divine. I want to do Physical, Cold, and Fire. I don't really have much to do here. Oh, it's AoE Sphere with Shock. Alright, cool. That will do absolutely nothing for an AoE, but that would be really funny. Damn. Anyways, fun fact about this fight in New Game Plus. Since, you don't get these two at level 54, they auto-join with if you have everyone. This boss actually levels down to 14 and is much more manageable to have with a party right now, rather than okay, this is just gonna be me spamming two abilities. However, in New Game Plus, the displayed difficulty will still be 32. And people got kicked out. Alright, cool. I can level up to 12, I believe. gonna go grab the shortcut now. How much money do I have? Half of what I need. Alright, cool. I'm still gonna leave it on this path. God damn it. Seeing the level 11 Feral Ghosty means I'm getting hit immediately. Alright, since we beat that level 32, we now have access to the middle section. And it is actually level 11, not 12. God damn it. Wow, goodbye Momiji, they hated the shit out of you. Go, go, go. Please. Thank you. I really need to add in their freaking fight levels and not just what the level they're at. Okay, so I want Rumia. Want these two around. Yeah, Watchful Eye, Yokai Knowledge. Alright, I already have those two, that's great. I need to equip Kiene with a lot of defense. This is the poisoned one, so it certainly doesn't do much right now. Exorcism, and I want poison resistance on her. Meanwhile, everyone else is just gonna explode him. Okay, whatever. Ow. I don't want Mystic, I want Dark. Alright, cool. Also, the other fun thing about Nitori is her 15 MP Super Scope. Also, she has a self buff, which is really nice. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff with her once. Okay, maybe twice. You know what? It's 15. One more. Uno mas. I need Kiene to... There you go. Rumia's gonna heal everyone. Super Scope Fire! 6,000. Fun fact, that boss has 7,000 HP. Nitori practically nuked it by herself. Oh my god. Okay, that was funny. I need to level to 12. And I need to figure out what to do for the next boss. Damn it. They resist terror very, very highly. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle my party around the way I need for the boss and then start re-recording so I don't have to spend like 5 minutes of just shuffling stuff around. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay. So this is what I've got. Like I said earlier, Yomu was switched out for Momiji. Or Momiji was switched out for Yomu is what I should say. But the main goal of this initial 3 is to have high death resistance for the upcoming boss. Kiane has firm defense twice. I need her in slot 1 with firm defense. She is going to be tanking through this fight, hopefully, without being hit by death. Kasen has Fighting Spirit and Impact Attack, which gives me a chance of shock, since this boss has a really low resistance to shock. It's only 16. So hopefully I can get a few shocks and get a few cheeky hits in extra. Yomu has buff against ghosts and getting stats for having full MP and having a low HP. Hopefully Yomu can live on like close to 20 to 40% HP and keep dishing out high damage with either, I think it's Karma Wind or Sixth Senses. Rumi is in the front with probably the... I was in this, like... Yeah, of the starting 4, she has the lowest death resistance. The goal of her being in front is providing yokai's knowledge, human damage up. Piercing attack, I didn't really have a reason to put points anywhere else. I probably could have put in Demarcation, which is probably what I'm gonna have her do the entire fight. Parsi has Manipulate Jealousy, which is her strongest gimmick. And I put 1 point in Large Box because it's only 5% increase of damage overall. But outside of a few calculations I'm not going to go into about the small box and large box, doing physical damage is better than doing dark damage, and the rest of her spells are dark damage. Also, she's all about running terror, and this boss has high terror resistance. Reimu has main character, Final Prayer, and Armored. She is built to boost up and be a passive healer and buffer, not really a damage dealer. In case that Rumia gets clapped turn 1 or turn 2. Kogasa, nothing really to put on. I put Sheer Force. One thing I should note is I did level up to my maximum, which is like between 14 and 15, and then level back down to 12 so I can have people with either Sheer Force or Nitori's maintenance. Marissa, I'm probably not going to use her, but I guess she is kind of set to be an anchor with main character and magic training for mystic damage. He's here. He's just boosting my stuff. Blizzard Blowout in case I just need her to get sacked. Minariko is actually pretty good against this boss since it's nature weak. So giving her magic attack up on turn, and then if I need to swap her back out, pretty good. And then Nitori is pretty much just maintenance. Yeah, it's just maintenance. Alright, time to find Shinigami. Hello, Komachi. Please don't nuke me immediately. Okay. So I want Nature, wind. Okay, it's the bottom two. I think if I do sword, Rumia's heal should cover Kiane. Anyways, Kazen here is actually really good. Komachi's slightly weak to wind, but mostly weak to nature. But having the ability to inflict paralyze, she has a high resistance to paralysis, but you can in fact inflict it. And lowering mind is actually really good for later in the fight once I need to actually have my... Oh my god, I hit shock, I hit paralysis. Alright, cool. It's a good start to the fight. Do it again. I hit it twice. Holy shit, I hit it twice. Yeah, I'm gonna top off Kiane. I guess just more treasure. I am not letting her move, which is really funny. I have 16 MP. Oh, I have 16 MP. I want to do one of those twice. Oh, one more turn. I meant like Kiane one more turn. Oh my god, I'm just reminder that she has relatively high chance of resisting paralysis, and I hit paralysis like every time. Alright, 2000 is actually pretty nice. Oh my gosh, she didn't get paralyzed. Anyways, I don't want cold. She is very resistant to cold. There goes half my team. Alright, Mino and Reimu. I can bring Yoma back in. Do I need to heal? Minosuke kind of needs to heal. Buff defense because I'm focusing more on Minorito staying in unless Yoma kills. Yoma does not kill. Punch! Damn it, I wanted him to kill. It would have been really funny if he did. Alright, cool. Komachi is down. And now she joins. Now the real unfortunate part about this floor is I want to get past of this enemy. I might set that up. I might do that after I do my whole character segment, just to see if I can run my head against the wall, because that enemy has like incredibly high defense, and it's gonna be a right pain in the ass to actually get through that boss right now, even if I level up everyone to max. Anyone has bonuses? You do. Komachi does. I actually lost track of where I was. Alright, cool. Oh my god, it's water everywhere, we're gonna drown. Anyways, I just wanted the warp point. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try a couple of times to fight that boss, and then if I just can't get any headway, I'm just gonna record the character intros afterwards. Okay, character intros. Now that I'm not muted, because I forgot to unmute myself earlier, so I started talking to myself for like 5 minutes before I realized. Nitori, seems very underwhelming at first. Her resistances are pretty mediocre. She has high cold resistance, which is great because the next floors 4 to 6 are going to be aquatic enemies with a decent chance to use cold attacks. So her innate resistance there is pretty dandy. Her MP recovery rate is 2, but she has many ways to mitigate that. Like I said, she has incredibly low stats, especially her defenses. She is made of paper and she is kind of slow. But all of that is kind of thrown out the window when you consider that her skill maintenance doubles everything that she's using. Which means even equipments, main or sub, that give MP rate up by default will give at least 2. And her cooling down skill at max gives you plus 3 MP rate for concentrate. So when she's concentrating, it's acting like 5. When she's in the back row, she'll only recover 2, unfortunately. I might double check that on the wiki and see if it's bugged and actually just increases MP rate completely. Oh, it's at full HP too. She does not want to get hit, she wants to do the damage. She is Glass Cannon Incarnate, and she is very good at being a Glass Cannon. Especially considering overheating, where the more she attacks, the more she uses her spell cards, the more damage ramps up. She can snowball really quickly. If you give her like a decent amount of speed levels and a decent amount of like one speed equipment, a decent amount of speed levels, and just everything else in attack, she will destroy. Increased cold damage really helps with her own spell card, which uses cold, and aquatic enemies. It's really nice for the next floor, for the next stratum, because 4, 5, and 6 are aquatic themed. She's really nice to have for that stratum, and she is kind of good to keep on for the rest of the run, because she is a glass cannon that does AoE damage on random encounters, and she has a very, very strong single target. Sure, it costs 15 MP, but like, yeah, sure, it costs 15 MP, but she also has the ability to self-buff ever so slightly. Similar to Rinosuke's, but it's only for herself. So, giving her speed levels, this self-buff has a really low delay, so it's possible to just self-buff 2 or 3 times and then shoot the Super Scope, and then swap her back to the back, swap her into the back to recover her MP, just as a very, very strong single target physical hit. And even if you don't even need to use physical hit, she has slight versatility in the elements that she has, and their AoE, which is really helpful. So her MP recovery rate being 2 is not super detrimental to her, it's actually fine. And like I said, if she has a +1 MP recovery rate, it's automatically +2 with her maintenance skill, which just helps her get, which helps her swap in and out faster from the back row MP healing. She is just very nice to have around. Just keep in mind you have to play around her paper defenses. Parsi has incredible amounts of debuff resistance and terror resistance. She is a attacker and a gimmick user, which pairs up very well with Kasen and Umbrella Kogasa, because Parsi herself uses terror, which helps Kogasa get her stats and damage up through terror. But Parsi's whole gimmick is actually based around statuses. Like, yes, she's a glass cannon in the terms of, like, she has low HP and low defense, and her whole shtick is about attacking, but she's also really, really an amazing mage killer. If a mage enemy has a weakness to physical or dark, they are going to evaporate to her. Because the whole shtick with her is, enemies affected by status, do more damage, take less damage. Okay, gain more bulk, gain more damage. Cool. That's on herself, too, so if she's statused. If the enemies are statused, you get even more damage. And on gimmick bosses that use debuffs pretty often, she gets even stronger. She is kind of a snowball on status fights and debuff fights. And she, not only that, but she also increases her own dark damage. And by proxy, Kasen's dark damage with Hermit Arm. Also, she's able to heal her own HP by using Concentrate, but that's... she's glass paper-ish for physical fights, so I think Emergency Recovery mostly helps for keeping her in prolonged for mage fights, or enemies that use mostly magic. She... like I said, she pairs up very well with Kagasa and Kasen, and it's... she's great to have around. She's also part of the team composition that just nukes the final base game boss in the speedrun. I don't know if that's been hashed out, or that speedrun I think the video was at like level 52, 54, beating the boss that requires you to, that asks you to have a party average of level 100. And the whole reason why that works is because of Parsi's, is it this one? Yeah, kinda lovely. If you're able to, like, increase the amount of terror an enemy has beyond what the normal spell card has, the more damage Parsi does. So the whole gimmick on that final boss is just having terror stacked to an absurdly high level, and then Parsi just presses this button and the boss explodes. It's really funny. Komachi is highly resistant to death because she is technically dead. She is a Shinigami. Her overall resistances to elements is fine. You might think, oh, she has like 3 slight weaknesses, but she is based to be more of an HP tank, more than an actual tank. She's She mitigates her paper defenses by just having an immense amount of bulk, and her resistance to statuses is actually pretty fine. If you swap her in to tank, being inflicted by heavy doesn't really matter to her because you kind of don't want to swap her out. She is very good at staying in the front line and just taking damage. Like I said, she has the HP bulk, and her HP bulk is insane. Also, pretty high attack. She's a good damage dealer. Yeah, she's slow as shit compared to most others, but she has a lot of staying power. Also, most of her skills revolve around death and inflicting terror. She has added death effect, so even more death. She pairs with Renosuke kind of well because they both increase money rate and they stack. So if you need a money gathering party, you have Renosuke and Komachi to serve as that. Flexibility on gimmick fights, she can actually be pretty unkillable. If the bosses can get her down to like -50 on both defense and mind, paired with she also has regen on turn. Like I said, she has a ton of staying power. And not only that, but her next skill is actually really, really good. She has a 25% chance to counter, and it's a guaranteed counter with boosted damage if someone dies while she's in the front row. Also, it counts as spirit damage, so if you're having her tank on a boss that's weak to spirit, she can deal a pretty significant amount of damage too. And just to add more damage to her, if she takes hits, she deals more damage. Like, yeah, her HP is the only reason why she's viable as a tank, but she's actually pretty decent at it too. Then moderate def for pretty cheap. Low def, but it's a line skill. On everyone, the only downside to this spell card is that it's magic attack, it's not physical. And Komachi's magic is like almost half of what her attack stat is. This is mostly used to inflict terror and lower stats rather than actually doing damage. So she has utility in being a debuffer as well as just tanking and dealing counter damage. And then this is just a very strong spirit attack, which does not carry death, but with the Shinigami's work, it does carry death. And, like, I gave her, like, 24% more HP. Like, right now she has... She is the... Whoops. She has the highest amount of HP here. And it's probably going to stay that way for the entire game. I think she has the highest HP pool. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she has the highest HP pool. Outside of, I believe, Renosuke getting high HP boost to max, it might be close to tied. And lastly, we have Chen, which I forgot to level up. Chen is... Some might disagree with me, but she's actually pretty frightening. Like, yes, her stats are abysmal for the most part, except that she has really high speed. She is supposed to be a high speed hit once or twice and then go and leave. But first off, in order to have an easier time doing 50 escapes, she just needs to be in the party, and it reduces the TP cost from 3 to 2. It's not much, but it is pretty helpful. Lower the chance of heavy. It's not really super useful, but it is nice to have if you want to have a... if you want to keep party swapping, but she needs to be in the front in the first place. Not only does she have high speed, but she increases her own speed. So she just snowballs through speed stat. The main gimmick with her that makes her a freaking monster for random encounters is beatdown. She has an AoE that costs. She has a line skill that costs 3 MP. If she kills anything, it's 2 MP. If she kills all 3 on the front line, it's still just 2 MP, because multiple kills don't stack. If you consider the fact that Reimu also has a 66% chance to give you MP, technically speaking, Chen has the potential to just have infinite MP for regular encounters. So she is a very good candidate to just cruise control random encounters. And with the same thing as Momoji, acts immediately swapped in, and she gets more stats if Ran or Yukari are in the party. I'm more than likely going to have Ran, because she's a decently good all buffer. I would have to play with Yukuma, but I kind of want to do a boss fight with only 3 people. With those 3 specifically, and see how that goes, because I want to see that team go burr, basically. What helps Chen a lot, not only because she's incredibly fast, but her evasion rate is it's higher than Marissa's. I think Marissa has a base 40. Chen has 48. If you stack evasion on her, she becomes incredibly hard to hit. She has a lot of staying power through that. And once you get access to the subclasses, sticking her to Warrior is probably the best thing you can do the entire game. Because Warrior has increased damage for being at full HP, having a turn gives you attack, attacking gives you attack, and line skills have increased damage. So she is very much a random encounter sweeper. It's kind of frightening to think about it, that this small cat with very low stats is actually really good. Otherwise, I got a bunch of achievements while grinding and while just playing through, so I did manage to get 50 petals. That was on the floor too, but soon I'm gonna get a new chest key through winning 200, and I'm assuming winning 1,000 gives me another chest key, but I could be wrong. Alright, got 12 party members, cool. I got level 10 on the character. Even that soldier started level 10. Collect 20 different materials. I got a booster, which is 24% speed. Get 100 drops from enemies. Cool. Walk 5,000. Do I have walk 20? Yeah, there's a bigger walk. Create 10 pieces of equipment. That is for recruiting Nitori. So these 2 are just while trying to recruit Nitori. 25 different sub-equipments, cool, and spend money at Nitori's workshop. I needed to spend money to get the TP and MP items, mostly. Also, why is this? Thank you. I also needed to buy a bunch of just gear for stat up, because you get very little gear naturally. Especially starting out. Which puts me at a whole whopping 20 achievements in 6 hours. Not bad. We're making some progress in floor 4.